We live in a universe of stunning beauty. Throughout human history, people have wondered, why does this breathtaking universe exist? Why is the cosmos here? Why are we here? Has the universe always existed, or did it have a beginning? And if it did have a beginning, was a creator involved? Or did the universe somehow form all by itself? The Bible says that the Lord created the universe for His own purposes and His own glory. It describes a creation event that no human was around to see, but if there were humans on Earth back then, they would have seen this creation occur just a few thousand years ago. But this is not what many scientists believe today. The majority view today among secular scientists is that our universe formed itself in a Big Bang event about 13.8 billion years ago. In this video, we'll examine the Big Bang model to see whether or not this model actually fits the universe we live in. We'll discover that in spite of the opinions of secular scientists, the Bible is by far the superior explanation for our created universe. I'm Spike Psaris, your host. This is the third volume of the What You Aren't Being Told About Astronomy series, and it's about the biggest topic of all. The Big Bang model is a theory of everything. It's supposed to explain where the entire universe came from. And since the universe contains everything that can ever be perceptible to us, the Big Bang model, therefore, is supposed to explain why everything exists. But just how good is this model? In this video, we'll look at the Big Bang model. We'll see that it's not as good of a theory as you've been told. We'll see a lot of evidence that is inconsistent with the Big Bang, but quite consistent with the biblical description of the heavens instead. The Big Bang is a very popular idea today. There are even many Christians who believe that God used the Big Bang to create the universe. They do this because they've been told that the Big Bang is good science. But as you'll see in this video, the Big Bang is actually not good science, and Christians are under no obligation to accept it. Nevertheless, there are some Christians who believe that God created the universe in some sort of Big Bang event. This belief is misguided, and I've written more about this at creationastronomy.com. For now, keep in mind that in this video, when I talk about the Big Bang, I'm talking about the secular idea that the universe created itself in the Big Bang with no creator being involved. In previous volumes of this video series, we looked at the secular explanation for the origins of our universe. We saw that supposedly, the universe is about 13.7 to 13.8 billion years old. Supposedly, in the beginning, there was nothing, and then suddenly, there was something. The universe burst into existence in an event now known as the Big Bang. At first, the universe was filled with radiation, and then as it expanded and cooled, matter began to form as gas. This gas was about 3/4 hydrogen and 1/4 helium, with maybe trace amounts of lithium and beryllium, but nothing else. As time progressed, this gas started to clump together to become the first stars. These stars clumped together to become the first galaxies. As billions of years passed, other stars and galaxies formed. One of them was our own Milky Way. Within the Milky Way, a smaller cloud of gas collapsed, which formed our solar system. And within the solar system is the planet Earth, where we are today. In the first volume of this series, we looked at the origins of our solar system. We saw that this part of the model has many major problems, as it can't account for many of the solar system's characteristics. Indeed, it says that many of the planets shouldn't exist at all. In the second volume, we looked at earlier stages of the model, the formation of stars and galaxies. Again, we saw that the secular model actually can't explain the contents of the universe, because it has no way to account for the formation of the first generation of stars. In this volume, we're going all the way back to the beginning and examine the Big Bang itself. We'll see if this part of the model is any better than the later parts. We'll dig deep into the scientific literature and talk about things that few non-cosmologists know about. Also, this video will be about the creation of the universe, but obviously there aren't any photographs of this event to look at while we're talking about it. So for most of this video, we'll see lots of pictures of the contents of the universe today instead, some of the most beautiful objects that God has made. So here's what we'll do in this video. First, we'll look at the Big Bang model, and we'll examine the evidence that is offered to support it. We'll discuss why secular scientists claim that this theory is good science. Then we'll look at several reasons why the Big Bang is actually bad science. It turns out that a closer look at the evidence actually discredits the Big Bang instead of supporting it. After that, we'll go even further and look at the full implications of the Big Bang model. We'll see that not only is the Big Bang not good science, It's not even bad science. It's actually anti-science. When taken to its logical conclusion, the Big Bang model makes science itself impossible. So if science is a valid way to discover how the universe works, then the Big Bang model must be false. Now that's a pretty bold statement, so let's get started.